Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishchita, and first up, in another shocking incident, 5 youths have attempted gang rape on a 22-year-old girl in Namma city. The incident occurred on the 9th of August near DJ Halli. All the 5 accused have been arrested by the JC Nagar police. Well, in fact, the main accused has been identified as 24-year-old Deepu and 5 others who have been arrested in connection to the incident and have been slapped charges under IPC section 276. The gang rape attempt was on a 22-year-old girl. It is still not known as to what the sequence of events for where and when the incident took place and whether the victim knew any of the accused. But what is fortunate here is that the girl managed to escape this gang rape attempt and even approach the police on the same. And all the 5 accused have also been taken into custody by the JC Nagar police. Well, even as the city wakes up against the horrific truth of women's safety in the city, even as we saw a series of protests demanding better safety for children and women in Bengaluru, here is another shameful incident being reported. A 22-year-old girl became a victim of a gang rape attempt in the city's DJ Halli, which is one of the more crowded areas in the city. 5 people tried to rape her, but she managed to escape, and all the 5 have now been taken into custody. And well, the elephants for the Mysore Dasara procession will not be welcomed at the Mysore Palace. This is due to the observation of a year's mourning at the palace in respect to the late Shrikanta Datta Vodayar. The elephants will be welcomed at the Forest House in Mysore. There won't be other changes in the programs. The decision on receiving the elephants was made by the district in-charge minister, Srinivas Prasad. And every year, Dasara is an elaborate process, and the celebrations start much before the festival actually commences. The elephants are welcomed into the heritage city. They are decorated. There are tourists standing just to watch the gorgeous pachyderms walk the streets of Mysore. But this time around, there will be no such grand procession, as it is a year of mourning after the death of the last heir, Shrikanta Datta Narasimha Vodayar. And there will be no grand celebrations this time around. There will be no darbar as well, as the king is no more. And it has been only a few months since the 62-year-old Shrikanta Datta Narasimha Vodayar passed away due to a heart attack. These were the scenes a few years back when the gorgeous elephants were welcomed into the Mysore Palace on the occasion a few days ahead of Dasara. They are fed and bred and trained and practiced for the grand procession, but this time around the celebrations will be a lot more subdued because of the death of Shrikanta Datta Narasimha Vodayar. And moving on now, HDK has lashed out once again at former Chief Minister. In fact, after lashing out at Siddaramaiah, Kumaraswamy has taken pot shots at former Chief Minister Yediyurappa and blamed him for the KPSC mess. Let's not forget that Kumaraswamy has minced no words while accusing Siddaramaiah of being responsible for the KPSC mess, and now another former Chief Minister to be facing ire from HD Kumaraswamy is Yediyurappa.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವರು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಇದೇ ಅವಧಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂಗಳೇನು ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ನಡಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅದು ಸಿಐಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಿಐಡಿ ಅವರು 72 ಬಾರಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಕಚೇರಿಯಿಂದ ಫೋನ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಗೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇನಾದರೂ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅದು 72 ಬಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು, ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. CM ಅವ್ರ PA ಇಲ್ಲ, CM ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ 72 ಬಾರಿ, ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್, ಅವ್ರ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಗೆ. KPSC ಇಂದಲೇ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ KPSC ಮೆಂಬರ್ಗಳಿಗೆ. ಕುಮಾರ್ ಕೃಪಾ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೌಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು KPSC ಮೆಂಬರು. ಆ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ಹೋದು 72 ಬಾರಿ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ತೆಗ್ಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಕಾಲರ್ ಶೀಟ್ನ. CIDದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪವಿತ್ರವಾದ, ಯಾರು ಕೊಡದೇ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವರದಿ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಿ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ತೆಗೆಸ್ತಾರಂತೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ CM ಮಾಡಿದವ್ರನ್ನ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶ.
ನನಗೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಇವರು 72 ಬಾರಿ ಆ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಯಾತಿಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? ನೀವು ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೋ, ತಿಂಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಪ್ಪ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ? 72 ಬಾರಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಪಾಪ ಈ 362 ಜನ ಬೀದಿಲಿ ಮಲಗಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಅದ್ಯಾರ 39 ಜನ. ನೆನ್ನೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು ಲೇಡಿ, ಸುಮಾರು 70 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನೆನ್ನೆ ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರು ಕೂರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಕ್ ಬಿಕ್ಕಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ವಿಷಯ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಾಯಿನೆಲ್ಲ ಹೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾತುಗಳು. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕಿಂತ ಚಿತ್ರಹಿಂಸೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ? ನನ್ನ ಮಗ KPSC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದ.
My colleague Arun joins us with more details on this. Well, Arun, H.D. Kumaraswamy, they are mincing no words in accusing both one former chief minister and the current one too.
Nishita, now it is looking like the whole episode is taking political colors, and clearly H.D. Kumaraswamy, the former chief minister and the JDS leader, has not left. Remember, yesterday he took pot shots at the chief minister, saying that Siddhappa, the father of Dr. Maitri, the one who was the whistleblower as far as the KPSC 2011 recruitment exam is concerned, her father was made the AC of Ramnagara. But today it appears he's not going to spare the other former chief minister, that is B.S. Yediyurappa, going on to clearly say that it was during Yediyurappa's tenure in 2011 that all this happened, and it was right on his part because he was lawfully, legally right to protest on behalf of the students. So he's gone on one hand hammer and tongs at the former chief minister Yediyurappa. Remember, at this point of time we don't have any kind of confirmation or word from the former chief minister turned MP B.S. Yediyurappa, but he's not left his jibes at only that. He's extended his jibes. He continues to target the chief minister. In fact, he's gone on to say that despite the CID report coming out, why is it that there's no specific mention about that report? More importantly, there has been a very, very serious allegation that has been leveled against incumbent CM Siddaramaiah, and the former chief minister goes on to say that Kempaiah, remember Kempaiah was a former commissioner of police, Mysore. He is considered to be a trusted lieutenant of CM Siddaramaiah, and at this point of time is the advisor to the Home Ministry, Karnataka government. Now we are given to believe, this is what the former chief minister H.D. Kumaraswamy has gone on to say, that one person by name Chandrasekhar, who is a relative of Kempaiah, had appeared for the said 2011 KPSC exams, and when the results were announced, the name did not, Chandrasekhar's name did not figure in that list, and that is the reason why the whole selection process, he alleges, has been cancelled. A decision to cancel the 2011 KPSC recruitment process has been taken by the cabinet, mainly because of the fact that Chandrasekhar, the relative of Kempaiah, his name did not appear in the list of successful candidates. So this is a very, very pointed reference about the incumbent chief minister that the former chief minister has made, Nishita.
Right, thank you for joining us with all those details there, Arun. Well, there we have it. HDK trains his guns at B.S. Yediyurappa now in connection to the KPSC protest. Kumaraswamy has gone on to state that despite reports emerging, there was no action really taken against the state government even during B.S. Yediyurappa's tenure. And this comes in the backdrop of the protesters unrelentingly continuing their agitation at the Freedom Park. Many of the protesters are falling ill because of fasting for close to 5 days now and are being forced into hospitals so that they can be treated. Police officials as well as ambulances are on standby. But what these candidates have gone on to claim and question the government is that while the government can differentiate between those candidates who have indulged in wrongdoing and others who haven't, why exactly is it punishing everyone?
ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರು ನೀವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಾಲರ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸದಸ್ಯಂದು.
Well, this comes shortly after Kumaraswamy targeted Siddaramaiah. Kumaraswamy had gone on to state that it is inhuman on part of the Chief Minister to actually ask these KPSC aspirants to rewrite the exam all over again and compete with other fresh aspirants. Many of the candidates who have worked day and night for several years managed to clear the exams in 2011, but now all of them face their candidature scrapped. And while Karnataka Chief Justice D.H. Waghela today recused himself from the 1998 KPSC irregularities case. The Chief Justice reasoned that he had received few anonymous letters raising objections about him hearing this case. As a result, he had decided to recuse and shift the case to a new bench to continue the hearing. The case was filed after alleged irregularities and nepotism in appointment to Group A and B posts by the KPSC. The KPSC had appointed 383 candidates in 98, 191 candidates in 1999 and 152 candidates in 2004 as Group A and B officers. The CID submitted to the High Court the FSL reports and the communication written by the CID to the Chief Secretary regarding investigations. The communication stated that during investigations, certain irregularities were noticed. All employees were arrested and remanded to judicial custody as they were found to have conspired with H.N. Krishna in committing the offences. The accused in this case are H.N. Krishna, Asha Parveen, Salma Firdaus, K. Narsimha, P. Gopi Krishna and M.B. Banakar. Now a new bench will start the hearing soon. Well, in fact, Justice Waghela has now backtracked from the case after he has reportedly received a few anonymous letters objecting to him hearing the proceedings of the case. Justice Waghela in Feb this year had also wrapped the KPSC. He had gone on to question why the KPSC is only adjourning the hearing dates instead of actually taking action and giving some sort of a respite to what he termed as the permanent victims of this scam, that being the honest candidates.